Hey guys, Malkuth1974 coming back at you with another episode of Let's Play Feed the Beast Ultimate Edition. Today we're going to concentrate on a couple things. First, I'm going to show you guys, or I'm going to do a little bit of an automation thing I want to do with how my boiler system is working that's being fed from my Steve's cart out there up until here where the tree comes in. They get a electric furnace into coal, which then comes down. Let's actually show you guys from point A to point B what's going on here. This is a basic standard. I mean, I built this on my, well, I've done a lot of updates, by the way. We'll get into that later. But, yeah, all this stuff, we'll get into this after we do this. This plans on being a quick episode. And we'll definitely show you what this baby is right here. So, this is the Steve's Cart tree farm. I've showed you guys this before. How I have everything set up is kind of weird because I never knew how to use Steve's Cart. I didn't actually look online on how to do this. I just kind of saw Aaron talking about it, and so I just kind of threw it together myself and came up with a system. So, the trees, the apples, and the oak saplings all get sucked out of here, and they end up going back to my base, which is up there. They go underground. Everything. I like to keep everything underground, so. They go back to my base, and they go all the way up to the third floor where I have all my machines and everything that are running. Alright, so they run up here. The tree saplings do not run here anymore. They used to, but now they run down. I'll show you where that goes later. The apples go here. I have not done anything with apples yet. And all the trees go here. And then they get sucked into these electric furnaces. And the furnaces turn them into charcoal, which ends up going through this. The way I had this automated before is that was a tedious thing because I would have a lot of overflow. And especially here, because of how Buildcraft pipes work. But once I installed these two electric furnaces, the overflow over here pretty much ceased to exist, and I started getting an overflow. All it really did was move, is basically what it comes down to. The one flaw with Buildcraft pipes is still the overflow problem. I wish they would fix that. So, everything comes down here, and it feeds into my steam boiler. And what I ended up doing is I actually had a chest here, but I've changed it around. This is part of what we're going to be doing today. Right now I have it going into these barrels, and how the system works is that I have this iron ore gate right here, and what it's looking for is low fuel, and it'll give me a red pipe signal when this is low. It has to be this one. It doesn't count these ones. It also does not count these, so I don't have to worry about overflow so much on this. This is an exception and not a normal thing, because most things don't have these extra three pipes in it. So that's how the Buildcraft pipe is. The gate is actually just looking at this. I'll show you. I'll take all these out. You notice how the red power light. Oh, actually, it did go on. That is weird. I've never seen it go on like that before. Okay, so maybe it does read these. I'm not sure what it's reading. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so it's not reading from these. What it's doing is it's reading from here. So that went to 63. And what it just did is because now this is low on charcoal, it's asking this for more charcoal, and that's actually a good way to show you what is wrong with Buildcraft pipe. So what's going to happen is that it's sending enough stuff to fill this up, the 61. But what it's going to do is that it's going to overflow. But since this doesn't have the issue of overflowing, it's not going to actually overflow because the steam boilers have these extra three slots here for it. It's not an issue. But what I've done to stop the overflow from happening with the Buildcraft pipes is I've actually put it in a loop. So what happens is that it's using the Buildcraft mechanic of it's got half a chance to go inside and half a chance to go this way. So what it's doing is it's going down and it's coming back up and it's looping over. And you don't see it over here, but there's actually another iron pipe over here that stops them from feeding back up to here. It's under the floor though. So what it's doing is it's just looping, and it's looping, and it's looping, and it's looping, and that's the only way that I know of stopping a Buildcraft pipe from causing overflow. If I didn't have this pipe here right now, and all this fed in here, and these were all filled, I would lose tons of charcoal from just popping out of the pipe. So I mean, most of you know what happens. So I mean, that's one way of solving the problem, and I've solved it by doing that. I don't think it's very pretty or anything like that, but you know, it's the limitation of Buildcraft pipes, and that's what happens. But what I want to do is that I not only use the wood for charcoal, but I also use it for building my base. If you see, this is all stuff that I've used to help build my base using the tree farm. This is just regular wood. I don't cut it down to planks. I just use the regular. I think it looks better, and I like the design of like this. I use it a lot in my whole base. You'll see it everywhere. So yeah, I mean that's what I want. And building everything that I've built so far, I was actually, believe it or not, getting low on this wood because I was using so much of it. But I have tons of charcoal. This is not even half the charcoal I have. I also have a few thousand in my actual AE system. So what I want to do is today I want to set up a system using wireless receivers, the cobblestone structure pipe, and I think I only need one gate, and I didn't grab the gate, did I? No, I didn't grab the gate. And I want to use another iron and gate is what I want to use, and I'm going to show you why I'm going to use. I'm going to show you the difference between some of the gates here now, because there's OR gates and there's AND gates. And what an OR gate means is that, say you're using iron, an iron OR gate means it has two slots that you can use. So you can say, I'll show you up here. This is just a regular gate. It has only one slot. But this is an iron OR gate, and it has two slots. Now, if you went to a gold OR gate, I believe it has 3 slots, and then a diamond OR gate has 4. So what this means is it is exactly what it sounds like, iron OR gate. So inventory full, I have it shut off right now, will mean that I don't want to do it right now, but you can change it to either do the red pipe signal or a redstone signal. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually change this iron OR gate to an iron AND gate. So an OR gate means that I can either have this option applied, which would be inventory empty, will supply a light to that red power, that wire, which will hit the AND gate down here and allow it to send product up through here. Or it can do the next one, say it was inventory empty or inventory half empty, whatever. So it would do this one and it would work, or it would do this one and it would work. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2, either one of these will make it work. What an iron AND gate means that it has to do this line and it has to do this line to make it do what you want it to do. So that's what we're going to change in here right now. That's why I made an iron AND gate. So we're going to pull this out, which is going to cause all kinds of structural problems here. But we're going to, oops, oh crap. You can, oh boy. Did I get that back or did it fly away? Yeah, it flew away. Alright. Yeah, don't do what I just did. There. Now we got it back. Okay. Oh, I want that back now. Oh, for crying out loud. Did I get it back now? Alright. Alright, so we don't want to use a liquid duct. I got 2 of these. 2 stones. Come on, there we go. And we want to connect it with the iron AND gate. Bing bong boom, there we go. And I also need to put the wire back because they fell off. And all you do is just click on it, and there you go. Now we have that. So now that I have the iron AND gate, what I want is inventory empty, red pipe signal on, and a redstone signal on, red pipe signal. There should be no signal right now because what's going on is that I have the inventory is empty, but I don't have a redstone signal. Now to add a signal, I could just go like this, hit that, and it will put the pipe on. But we don't want to do that. What I want to do is hook up a wireless receiver. And I'll place that right there. And you know what? I don't have a screwdriver. I've never made a screwdriver. I can't change it. Alright, let me make a screwdriver and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. So, we want this to face that way. So that's part 1. Now we got the AND gate. Yeah, you're seeing some stuff in there because when we were messing with it, it went on for a second. So we have the AND gate, which requires inventory empty and redstone signal on. Both those have to be on for this this signal to actually go through. Like I said, we got some in there because I turned it on for a few seconds and all that stuff. Now we need to go down to here. Need to make a little bit of room here because of other issues. And I'm thinking it's not going to work that way because the pipe is going to... Alright, so we're going to add the cobblestone pipe just like that. Now the cobblestone pipe's not going to be used for anything. What it's going to do, it's going to... I can use the iron ore gate on this. This is fine. Actually, you have to use it because the iron gates and higher are the only ones that seem to be able to read into this. So I'm going to change this to inventory is empty. Inventory is empty. And what that's going to do, I'm going to go red signal. Now wait. Yeah, how am I going to do this? That is a good question. I didn't think that far. Red signal. Yes, that's fine. Red signal will work fine. I'll show you why. Because the wireless transmitter, when it has the screwdriver facing this way, and we set it up, we'll give it a frequency of 1, and then we'll run upstairs. And change that to a frequency of 1. So there we go. So now it's all set up. And what I've basically done is that the system up there is off right now. So it's just collecting wood. It's not burning the wood into charcoal. But when I need more charcoal to help fuel my boiler here, what's going to happen is that once this empties out, once it uses up all of this charcoal that's in this particular barrel, it's going to send a redstone signal to this gate right here, which remember it's set for when the inventory is empty, it's going to do a redstone signal. And what that's going to do is activate this, which is it's waiting for a redstone signal to send to the receiver that's up there. So once this turns empty, this turns redstone signal on. What it's going to do, it's going to give the second condition at that AND gate up in the base to actually turn on the wood to go into the furnaces to actually start making more charcoal. And it will, it's such a far distance that it will make a ton of charcoal. We can actually set this to, yeah, I think we should, I'll keep it like this. I might change it to something else, but for right now, inventory empty, it will, that's what will happen. It'll get the AND gate up there will have its condition set, and it will turn this on. So we need to test this out right now to make sure this is going to work. And the only way to do that is to empty this thing. Whoops. There, now it's empty. We should be having a light over here. If not, we have issues. And we don't have a light. Inventory's empty. Oh! What have I done wrong? Because it's not empty anymore. But it's empty now, and we're not getting a signal. It's blacked out for some reason. This definitely isn't on. Does it not work on these? I'll be so irritated if it doesn't work on. If it doesn't work on. Let me see here. Inventory empty. Okay, so what's going on is that it has to read off the actual inventory. So alright, well that's fine. That is fine, I think. Alright. Haha! We will just redesign this to run off of this one. Let me put some in there first though. Okay, so it shut off. We just saw it shut off. That's weird because, you know, actually now it makes sense because when you're reading off the side like that, that's not a valid way to load this up. The only valid way to load this up is through the bottom or through the top. So, it's 58 charcoal in there. This is set as 1. Well, that's kind of weird. It's starting to send stuff down. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Great. Now we gotta wait for all this to come down. Let's give it a second, guys, and I will come right back. But actually, before we leave, I actually have two different... Okay, so this is another thing that you can do with OR gates. This is actually running two separate things. So, okay, when this is getting a signal from the boiler of a red pipe signal, it will start the energy pulser because this is actually a Antarctic gate too. So what it's going to do is going to put the red pipe and it's going to do the energy pulser, which will help load these down there. Okay, wait, here we go. Empty. Oh, that's on. Can I get up there quick enough to see it if it's working over here? Alright, so there we go. Everything is running. It's feeding into these. Alright, so it works. That's good. That is good. Alright, so, yep, like I was saying, you can make it run two different things. This is the AND gate, so this will only run one thing, but the OR gate, you can have it run two different functions, like I did down there. So, basically, that's it. That's what I wanted to do on this. Now, let's show you what I've done outside. And what that big building is. It's not quite done yet, but you guys noticed I have actually prettied up the whole place a little bit. I put some walks in. Added more build stuff. I'm also going to show you guys something new I'm going to start in my Let's Plays, and that is you're going to see a little screen pop up, probably on the left or right. I haven't decided where I'm going to put it yet, but you see a little screen pop up right about now. I'm going to put it right there. And what you're going to see is you're going to see me starting to build this part right here of the floor and everything. This was just a test. I just wanted to see what it looked like and everything. I'm using a cam program that records outside, for you can set it up, for you can record yourself building stuff, and then make it like for it's not slow, it's fast, for you're seeing it quickly like you are right now. It's only gonna last a few seconds, but anyway, I didn't do it for this thing. What this thing is, even though it's not done, the inside's not even close to being done. I've cleared it all out. I've put some nice ceiling stuff in here and stuff like that. But what this thing is, this is a mob trap. That's why it's so high. Goes all the way up there. Let's go up. I've tried to make a little design in it to make it, look like it's a big tower. There's actually some rooms there, but the actual mob spawner is right here. And now, because I was so far away and I don't have a chunk loader up here. Oh, there we go. If you guys remember my old Let's Play, it's basically the same design as that. This one only has one spawn pad in it, believe it or not, and it actually works quite well. This helps me get XP. If you look at my XP, I have 48 out there. Let me fix that. Boop. There we go. I actually have 48. It's all because of this right here. And it helps me get things like bone, arrows, rotten flesh, and the most important, gunpowder. I needed gunpowder really bad, so this is why. That's the main reason I built this. So this is just basically a spawn XP. It's got two turtles that run fight programs, and they end up loading things into these chests. These chests are also separated. What it will do is it'll put certain items in one side chest and certain items in the other side chest. But I didn't really go with that option, so that option's made more for separating things you don't want with things you do want. And I thought, well, that's really, that's a really difficult way to do it. I did it with Buildcraft pipes. So basically, all the chests are connected here, and I got an iron pipe right here. Remember, I'm in a Buildcraft craze in this build, in this Let's Play. So a lot of things I'm going to be doing with Buildcraft because I'm not using red power. So yeah, so everything's getting loaded from the chest down here. The iron gate is there only for the sole purpose that it doesn't get fed back up into those pipes and kicked out. They all go down this pipe over to here, and I use diamond pipes to get rid of, like I have rotten flesh, to go to a void pipe, that the stuff I don't want, and then everything else goes up to that chest that we looked up that is up there. So yeah, that's all this is a mob spawner. And the room downstairs, I'm not quite sure what I'll do with it. The one on the ground floor, it's just one of those things. As you can tell, the mob grinder it works very well. I think it works better than the one I had in my first Let's Play. But then I've used a lot of the things that I learned in building that, in this. These are all hardened glass, so that means if a creeper blows up, he won't take out my mob spawner, basically, is what that means. And in between the hardened glass is actually obsidian, which will also stop the monsters from blowing up. If he blows up, he won't take out anything. He might take out the chest, that's about it, but he won't take... The turtles are indestructible, it seems like, to a creeper blast, so... Yeah, as you can tell, it works pretty well. Again, it's only... I was going to add another spawn pad, and the spawn pad is right there. It's your basic spawn pad. You can see, this is actually the top of the world where I can't build anymore. I can go higher, but you cannot build any farther than where this baby is right here, this torch. So, as you can tell, you can see my house from up here. Yep, this is my tower. Ain't that weird how it's showing that big hole in the ground? That was never there before. Is that actually there, or am I seeing things? Did I just have a chunk disappear on me? That would suck. Ow! Actually, that tried to hurt me. What the hell happened to my chunk here? I've never noticed that. That was not there before. Why did it do that? Huh. Great. I have a corrupted world now. Anyway, I'll try to fix that somehow. Don't know how, but I'm hoping it's not really there. It is there. No, it is there. That was never there before. Was that there when I flew up to the... I don't know. I have to check the video back. But anyway... Anyway, I'll try to fix that later, guys. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but I've heard of this bug in the Ultimate Pack. It can be caused by did it go away? No. It can be caused by chunk loaders, and I only have one chunk loader, and that is actually right there. And it definitely looks like it's there. I'll try to reload the game and see if it comes in. But as always, guys, this is Malkoof 1974. As always, subscribe, comment, and rate, and we'll see you later.